Well, good afternoon. We've got two qualifying races on for you this afternoon. All four in the first qualifier are now on the track. Qualifier 2 also has 4, including a couple of unraced 3-year-olds. A big day of racing in store. We have 8 races on the pari-mutuel card. First post at 2:15, including the eliminations today for the Elizabeth Johnson Memorial Pace. We've got 2 divisions going with 6 in each. Top 4 go to the final. There'll be a shake for the final 9th spot between the 5th place finishers. And the final of the Elizabeth Johnson Memorial goes next Sunday here at the track on 2, along with the inaugural Ron Orr Pace for the boys division. We've got 7 who are still eligible for that one. The purse of both of those, the finals, are $25,000 added. And the starter calls the Pacers for qualifier number 1. Here they are for you from the inside out. Number 1 is I'm Your Huckleberry, a 3-year-old colt by Westward Ho Hanover. This one is requalifying after being distanced in his last. Now, lest you think that is a recurring situation, this horse has had an incredible year so far. 5 wins in 9 starts. In the bike will be Jamie Gray. The trainer is Glenn Lutz. Number 2 is Sunshine at the Beach, a 7-year-old mare out of or by Sunshine Beach. This is a new acquisition from Woodbine Mohawk. Trainer is Donna Sarin. John Glenn will drive. Number 3, If I'd Only Known, is racing here after or qualifying after an 8-month layoff. John Chappell trains and drives. And we've got a 4th one added into qualifier number 1. That's number 4, Infinite Horizon, who was distanced in his last start. John Hudon drives. The trainer is Darlene Wheatley. All right, getting set here for qualifier number 1 at the track on 2. We've got 4 behind the gate, all experienced horses looking to get a clean trip. We'll be watching the clock here to see what I'm Your Huckleberry can do for this qualifier. Starting gate picks up speed. Here they come. They're often pacing. If I'd Only Known going out for the lead. Infinite Horizon also moving up. The last 2 are I'm Your Huckleberry and Sunshine at the Beach. So as they head into the turn, If I'd Only Known right to the front. Infinite Horizon is 2nd. Gapped into 3rd is I'm Your Huckleberry. Sunshine at the Beach is 4th. Clean trip so far for all 4 as they head into the clubhouse turn. And they're going by the opening quarter. The opening quarter in 29 and 4. So settling in now down the backside, it is If I'd Only Known and John Chappell back after an 8-month layoff. Back into 2nd is Infinite Horizon, distanced in his last. Now closing up that gap in 3rd is I'm Your Huckleberry, winner of 5 races this season in 9 starts. And the trailer Sunshine at the Beach, the invader from Woodbine Mohawk Park.
59 and 4.
They roll by the half in 59 and 4. And now If I'd Only Known starts to open up by a couple of lengths. Still in 2nd, Infinite Horizon. Nothing yet from I'm Your Huckleberry. Sunshine at the Beach is still 4th. They're still all against the cones. Nobody moves. And it's If I'd Only Known. It's going to take him to the 3/4. And now out and driving up on the outside, I'm Your Huckleberry 4th, make that 3rd, and now driving up for 2nd. Following that cover, Sunshine at the Beach. 3/4, 129 and 2. And If I'd Only Known trying to hold on to the lead. Still on the inside in second, Infinite Horizon. From the outside now, here comes I'm Your Huckleberry. Out and driving, I'm Your Huckleberry getting some taps from the far outside. Here comes Sunshine at the Beach. Fresh in from Woodbine Mohawk, Sunshine at the Beach. From the outside, looks to have taken this one. Second was I'm Your Huckleberry.
156 and 4.
And the final time, 156 and 4. Very sharp time for qualifier number 1. Congratulations to everybody. Everybody had a clean trip. Getting set now for qualifier number 2. We do have 4 going postward for that one. We'll get that one started right away. We do have a couple of unraced 3-year-olds in that one. Horse is now on the track for qualifier number 2 of the day. Congratulations to the connections of Sunshine at the Beach in qualifier number 1, qualifying sharply in 156 and 4. All 4 of them got clean trips and bunched up as they came across the finish line. So great effort there. The track, if that's any sign of things to come, super fast today. Again, just a reminder that the 8-race pari-mutuel card, first one goes postward at 2:15. We've got the 2 eliminations for the Elizabeth Johnson Memorial Pace happening in races 4 and 6. Top 4 qualifiers move on to next week's $25,000 added final, and there will be a shake for the 9th spot between the 2 fifth-place finishers. Also, next Sunday, it's going to be the inaugural Ron Orr Pace for the boys. 7 pacers remain eligible for that one. That's also $25,000 added. Next Sunday, the big kickoff of the remainder of our program here for August. We're going to be racing 3 days a week, Sunday and Saturday afternoons, as well as our Wednesday evening card, which kicks off at 5:15 p.m. We've also got Fan Appreciation Day happening on the 26th. We've got the start of the Track on 2 condition claiming series. So lots of action happening at the Track on 2 over the next 2 weeks as we become the only game in the province for standard bred racing. Track on 2 will be the only place for you to watch live harness racing in Alberta. All right, starters getting the pacers ready for qualifier number 2. We've got 4 in here. Number 1 is a 2-year-old filly, I'm Outrageous 2. Now, she's only had 2 career starts, but has broken stride in both of them. So trainer Travis Ellis and driver Mike Hennessy will attempt to get her qualified here to get back into a pari-mutuel race. She was a $5,000 purchase at the Asha sale last fall. Number 2 is Tiny Storm, a 3-year-old filly by Mystery Chase. That one also a $2,000 purchase from the Asha sale. Trainer driver Darren Callahan will try to get her qualified. It's her second qualifier after an 11-month layoff. Numbers 3 and 4, as I mentioned earlier, are unraced 3-year-olds. Number 3 is a 3-year-old filly, Run and Buck, by Demolition Hanover. Trainer Amanda Barron, and the driver is John Vukolich. And number 4 is Harry Canary, a 3-year-old colt, also by Demolition Hanover. The driver will be Chris Brown, the trainer Rob Wise. So again, 2 in here for owners Gilles Gobet and Sandra Williams. They own the numbers 3 and 4, Run and Buck and Harry Canary. And the starting gate is rolling. It's an absolutely beautiful day here in central Alberta today. Nothing but sunshine. It's about 24 degrees right now, on our way to a high of 27. Fast track in excellent safe condition. Gapped off the gate a little bit is I'm Outrageous 2. So they'll slow down a bit to let her catch up. And looks like she'll get up there very quickly as well. So we got 4 behind gate for qualifier number 2 at the Track on 2. The 2 unraced 3-year-olds are on the outside in posts 3 and 4. And here they come. They're off and pacing. A good even start from the outside. Harry Canary on the inside driving through as I'm Outrageous 2. So it's I'm Outrageous 2 taking them into the turn. Going very wide into the turn was Harry Canary. So that allows Tiny Storm to drive up in second. And Harry Canary is now going to have to settle into third. And then Run and Buck is fourth. So this field now heading around the opening quarter is spread out about 6 lengths. and we're going to have to get a time to you after the race, as we've had a timing issue here. But nonetheless, all four of these pacers going very well down the backside. Smooth trips as they head down the backside. It's I'm Outrageous 2 with the lead. Back in second by 4 lengths is Tiny Storm. Third is Harry Canary. And stablemate Run and Buck is in fourth. They are rounding the turn and passing the half-mile marker. All still pacing very smoothly. It is I'm Outrageous 2 with the lead. Tiny Storm looking great in her second qualifier after an 11-month layoff. Now gapping in third is Harry Canary, the 3-year-old unraced colt. And stablemate Run and Buck is in fourth, also an unraced 3-year-old, but a filly. They're at the head of the lane, and it's I'm Outrageous 2. You'd never know that she broke in her 2 parimutuel starts. She looks great coming down the stretch. Then back into second is Tiny Storm. These two now opening up by 6 or 7 lengths. So it's going to be I'm Outrageous 2, as well as Tiny Storm to the finish together. Then back about 8 lengths to Harry Canary, and another 6 lengths back to Run and Buck. So congratulations to the connections of all 4. Clean trips for all of them. It was I'm Outrageous 2, though, winning qualifier number 2. Tiny Storm second, Harry Canary third, Run and Buck was fourth. We'll get a time for you in just a few minutes. Well, good afternoon, racing fans, and welcome to the Track on 2. Ken G with you in the booth today. 8 races on the card, including our new stakes series. We've got 2 eliminations today for the inaugural Elizabeth Johnson Memorial Pace for 4-year-old mares. Headlining the 4th race, First Division, is Logan Gillis and Brock McClellan's Let's Go to Vegas. It's the top seasonal money earner entered in the stakes. She's got 2 wins in her last 4 starts, both in under 155. In the 6th race, that elimination's top money earner is Harness the Energy and Tyson Jacoby's Risen Star, with 3 wins on the year. But she'll face a tough challenge from the duo of Starkowski and Giesbrecht's Two Fingers Gold, which has been coming on strong lately. Top 4 from each division move on to the final next Sunday. They'll shake for the 9th spot between the 2 5th-place finishers. Also next Sunday is the inaugural Ron Orr Pace Stakes for 4-year-old colts and geldings. 7 pacers remain eligible, including Doug and Derek Stout's Red Hot Coyote, winner of 6 straight races, including 2 sub-153 miles. First post next Sunday is at 2:15 p.m. Next Sunday is also when all of Alberta Standardbred racing comes to the Track on 2. The Track on 2 is now the only track offering harness racing in the province until Labor Day. We'll race 3 days a week starting next Sunday with 5:15 first post. And then on Wednesdays, we'll also race starting at 5:15, and then afternoon racing on Saturdays starting at 2:15. The 2 weeks also include the start of the 2nd annual Track on 2 Condition Claiming Series Stakes and Fan Appreciation Day. For all of the details, go to thetracon2.com or follow us on Facebook and Instagram at thetracon2. Well, we cleaned up last Sunday with our picks, hit some great paying superfectas, trifectas, and exactas, and we'll try to do it all over again for you this afternoon. The pick 3 goes in today's 2nd race, and the hugely popular pick 4 goes in race 5. Make sure you get my picks sheet when you pick up your program here at the track. You can also get them on X at my page, Announcer Ken, or just follow along and we'll review them before every race. Leading driver trainer Dave Kelly is off at the Cup and Saucer in Charlottetown this week, so he's got no drives here this afternoon. His 5-win day last Sunday now gives him 23 wins at the Track on 2 meet. Brandon Campbell and Logan Gillis, who were healing up last weekend, had huge days yesterday and are back on the card today. Expecting a high of 27 this afternoon. Right now, nothing but sunshine and 24 degrees. Tom Berniak and his crew have done an outstanding job all season, and they have got the track in safe but lightning-fast condition again today. Now here's a look at the scratches and changes on today's card. Very light for changes compared to last week. In the first race, add a race line for number 5, Having Fun in the Sun. Number 5, Having Fun in the Sun, raced on Friday at Century Downs in 5,000 condition claiming for a purse of $4,200. He won that, or she won that race in 156-1. Final quarter time was 30-3. Won that by 3 3/4 lengths. Closing odds were $9.25, and the win by driver John Chappell. Now, Having Fun in the Sun does qualify because she was eligible at the time of entry. So that is the only change for the first race as far as stats go. There should be a correction on the heading, though. On the heading, delete the last part of the sentence 1 to 4 drawn. Take that last part out of the heading. Again, that's the only change for race number 1. Race number 2 is the start of today's Pick 3. There are no changes. No changes in race 3. Race 3 is also the start of the daily double. No changes in race 4. Race 5, of course, is the start of today's Pick 4. Make sure you get your bets in early today. There are no changes in races 5, 6, 7, or 8. The 7th race is the first half of the late daily double. Always lots going on at the Track on 2 besides racing. Check out our casino with slots and VLTs, concerts, great food and drinks too. For a look at all of what we have to offer, check us out at thetracon2.com. We're also on Facebook and Instagram. Food and drinks available on all levels of the grandstand. Meet the drivers and horses up close in the paddock. Kids stick races after the 3rd race. And our anthem coming up in a few minutes. I've got final time and fractions for you for qualifier number 2. So if your connections in qualifier number 2, here are the numbers. The opening quarter is 28-2. The half was 59-3. 3 quarters was 130-3. And the final time put up by Elm Outrageous 2 was 158-3. So very sharp qualifiers today, some really fast times. Maybe a sign of what's to come today with our 8-race card. Post time in 22 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask you to stand, remove your hats, and direct your attention to the infield to our outrider and barn manager, Crystal Cole, during the playing of O Canada. This afternoon, we paid tribute to the late Elizabeth Liz Johnson with the 2 eliminations of the Elizabeth Johnson Memorial Pace. Those go in races 4 and 6. Liz, of course, is the late wife of our friend Sam Johnson, who actually were involved in harness racing since the 60s. Some of the horses that you might remember that she was involved with were Small Pickens, Aces and Deuces, Pass the Port. There's a few of them. Liz loved racing. She also loved her gardening. We lost Liz last summer from cancer. And again, we'll be remembering her today with the races named in her honor. 10 minutes to post time. 10 minutes. Today's first race is the first half of the early daily double. Don't forget that there is an extra race line for number 5, Having Fun in the Sun. She raced at Century Downs on Friday in a condition claiming $5,000. The purse was $4,200. She won that race by 3 3/4 lengths in 156 and 1. Driver was Doug Chappell. Final quarter time was 30 and 3. Final odds were 9 1/4. Also, there is a correction on the heading for the program. So the heading should end at over 3,800. The rest of that sentence should be deleted. No other changes on the card besides that today. Seven minutes to post time. 7 minutes. Condition pacers on the track for the first race at the track on 2. Win Place Show, Exacta Trifecta Superfecta Wagering. It's also the first half of the early daily double. Number 1, Outlaw Blue Ice, owned, trained, and driven by Mike Hennessy. Number 3 is Promising Flight, owned by Outback Stable, trained by Nick Sass. The driver, Brandon Campbell. Number 2 is Jedi Tricks, owned by Brent Bedore and Sandor Jazzy, trained by Bedore. The driver is John Hudon. Here's number 4, Had a Hard Handle, owned by Ernest O'Hara and Denny Lanavette, trained by Tyler Redwood. The driver is Tyson Jacoby. Number 5, Having Fun in the Sun, owned by Harvey Yeager, trained by Brinsley Brooking Lutz. J.F. Gagne in the bike. Number 6 is Sinalta Hawk, owned by Old Town Pizza and Myrna and Helen Empey, trained by Kelly Ducharme. The driver is Nate Sobey. Number 7 is Heads Up Boys, owned by Fred Gilbert and Doug Bowers, trained by John Chappell. The driver, Phil Giesbrecht. Rounding out the field, number 8, The Real Goods, owned by Outback Stable and Richard Schneider. Schneider trains. The driver is Kelly Hort. Field for the first race at the track on 2. First half of the early daily double. Win, Place, Show, Exacta, Trifecta, Superfecta Wagering. Post time in 3 minutes. Well, welcome, players, to the track on 2. Glad that you could join us today, and that if you're watching at home, that you're enjoying what you're seeing so far. Had 2 super fast qualifiers happen at about 1:30. Let's take a look at the selections for race number 1. You know, honestly, if you look at the program, I would say you could make a case for any one of these 8 horses to win. As a matter of fact, if you look at number 5, Having Fun in the Sun, just became a lot more attractive in the wagering, having won on Friday at Century Downs. Very handily, actually, but that one doesn't even figure in my top 3 picks. So if you're playing along, here are my choices for race number 1. My top choice is going to be number 1, Outlaw Blue Ice. Now, he's winless so far this season, but is finishing super well against tougher horses. I think he's really competitive here, and drawing the rail. I think with Mike Hennessy, this is going to be my value play in a wide open field. Now the favorite at 3-1. My second choice is number 8, The Real Goods. It's hard to ignore this one as he goes for 3 straight wins. But look at the board, 7-1. He's going to be the likely pace hitter, but drawing the outside today compared to the last 2 rail draws. I think that you cannot discount The Real Goods. As a matter of fact, I think he's going to be top 2. And the third choice is number 2, Jedi Tricks. She stalked and then blew by them all in the stretch in her last race to score by almost 7 lengths and 1/5 of a second off of the track record. And she's 7-2. I think these will be tougher horses for her, but I do like her in the top 3. So my choices are going to be numbers 1, 8, and 2. Let's make some bets. Let's play the early daily double for $1. My combinations are going to be 1, 2, and 8 in this race. And then numbers 3 and 4 in race number 2. That's a $6 ticket. Now, if you want to play the Superfecta, your guess is as good as mine in this one. Like I said, all of the 8 have a case for why they might win. However, if I have to narrow it down for 20 cents, I'm going to go with numbers 1, 2, and 8 in the top spot. And then for second, third, and fourth, I'm going to take the numbers 1, 2, 5, 6, and 8. That is a ticket that costs $14.40. Wow, look at the lukewarm favorite, Outlaw Blue Ice. Number 1 is 5-2. We've even got number 5, who won on Friday at Century Downs, Having Fun in the Sun, is at 4-1. And then look at this. Number 8, The Real Goods, going for 3 wins in a row, is at 8-1. Lots of value here for you. If you're playing today, good luck. Now less than a minute to post time. Less than a minute. So still time to get your bets in for the early daily double. Now look at who your favorite is. Number 5, Having Fun in the Sun, looking to make it 2 in a row after winning on Friday. Number 8, The Real Goods, looking for 3 wins in a row, now at 10 to 1. And the starter is called the Pacers. Well, a big day of racing today at the track on 2. We've got the 2 eliminations in the inaugural Liz Johnson Memorial Pace. Top 4 finishers make it to the final next weekend for a purse of $25,000 added. A 9th position will be drawn between the 2 5th-place finishers. Also, next weekend, we'll be racing the Ron Orr Pace for the first time. Also, a purse of $25,000. Starting gate is rolling. It's post time. Well, thank you so much for joining us here at the track on 2 this afternoon for live harness racing. We are the only track in Alberta until Labor Day racing with standard breds, so we hope to see you out. We'll be racing Sundays, Saturdays, and Wednesdays. Stakes action next week, but eliminations this afternoon. We've got 8 on gate for the opener at the track on 2. Your lukewarm favorite is number 5, Having Fun in the Sun, at 5 to 2. Shout out to those of you watching at home. If you're playing, you'll be playing on hpibet.com. Welcome. Starting gate picks up speed, and here they come. They're off. From the center, Having Fun in the Sun, and Had a Hard Handle going out. From the outside, The Real Goods. As they head into the clubhouse turn, it is Having Fun in the Sun, with a taste of winning from Friday going right to the front. In second, Had a Hard Handle. As they head around the turn, now gapping in third is The Real Goods. It's back and forth to Outlaw Blue Ice, followed by Jedi Tricks. And then it's Promising Flight, and the 2 trailers are Heads Up Boys and Sanalta Hawk Can See Them All. 27-1, a sharp opening quarter for Having Fun in the Sun and JF Gagne. These 2 leading them down the backside. Had a Hard Handle in pursuit in second. Gapping in third is The Real Goods, 2 lengths behind. Another 2 lengths further back to Outlaw Blue Ice. Now first up on the outside and driving, that's going to be a Promising Flight. As they head down the backside, they reach the half in 56-1, a 29-second backside breather for Having Fun in the Sun. Now on the in second, in the pocket, is Had a Hard Handle and Tyson Jacoby, trying to close up that gap from third, but not getting anywhere close. Now 2 lengths further behind is The Real Goods. So the 2 that break away are Having Fun in the Sun and Had a Hard Handle. They round the 3/4, and it's still Having Fun in the Sun, looking to wire them. 3/4, 125 flat, and looking great for JF Gagne and Having Fun in the Sun, opening up by 2. Now starting to rally from the outside is Sanalta Hawk. As they head down the stretch, it's still Having Fun in the Sun. Make that Had a Hard Handle is in second. From the far outside, here comes Heads Up Boys. As they come past the 16th, though, it's Having Fun in the Sun. Back-to-back wins this weekend. Photo finish for second between Had a Hard Handle on the inside and Heads Up Boys from the outside. They're home in 153-3. That ties the track record. Your unofficial winner, number 5, Having Fun in the Sun, in the photo. Second was number 7, Heads Up Boys. Third, number 4, Had a Hard Handle. And fourth, number 1, Outlaw Blue Ice. In the upcoming second race, it is the start of today's Pick 3. There are no changes. Win, Play, Show, Exacta, Trifecta Wagering. And the first race is now official. The winner, number 5, Having Fun in the Sun. Second, number 7, Heads Up Boys. Third, number 4, Had a Hard Handle. And fourth, number 1, Outlaw Blue Ice. Now entering the winner's circle, the official winner of the first race at the track on 2, number 5, Having Fun in the Sun. A 5-year-old bay mare by Sunshine Beach out of Hemisphere by Pro Bono Best. Fourth win in 28 starts this year. It's Having Fun in the Sun's second win this weekend. Having Fun in the Sun, owned by Harvey Yeager, trained by Brinsley Brooking Lutz. The winning driver, J.F. Gagne. The winning time, 1:53.3, is not only a new life mark for Having Fun in the Sun, but also ties the track record for aged mares. Here's your official rundown for the first race. Number 1, Outlaw Blue Ice was 4th. Number 2, Jedi Tricks, 8th. Number 3, Promising Flight, 6th. Number 4, Had a Hard Handle was 3rd. Number 5, Having Fun in the Sun was your race winner. Number 6, Sinalta Hawk was 5th. Number 7, Heads Up Boys was 2nd. And number 8, The Real Goods was 7th. From the top down, 4, 8, 6, 3, 1, 5, 2, and 7. The winning time, 1:53.3, is a new life mark and ties the track record here at the track on 2. Here's your prices. Number 5, Having Fun in the Sun, paid $6.60, $4.80, and $3.40. Second was number 7, Heads Up Boys, paying $6.40 and $4.50. And third was number 4, Had a Hard Handle, paying $5.40 to show. $2 Exacta 5-7 paid $21.90. $1 Trifecta 5-7-4, $116.55. And the 20-cent Superfecta 5-7-4-1 paid $48.33. Upcoming second race is the start of today's Pick 3. No changes. Win, Play, Show, Exacta, Trifecta Wagering. Post time in 14 minutes. Can I have your attention, please? In the third race, we have a late driver change for number 5, You Promised. In the third race, number 5, You Promised, will be driven by Phil Giesbrecht. Well, conditions are perfect for racing here today at the track on 2. 24 degrees already. A hot day shaping up in central Alberta. No clouds in the skies. Just remind you that if you've got your kids here at the track with you today, the kids' stick horse races will go after the third race, just down in front on the apron. We've also got the 2 eliminations for the Liz Johnson Memorial Pace, the inaugural here at the track on 2. Those go as races numbers 4 and 6. I think your early favorite for that series is going to be in our 4th race today. Number 6, Let's Go to Vegas, looking to put 2 wins in a row together. Again, with the hot conditions, we have a very, very fast track. We had 2 qualifiers earlier on the card that went in under 2 minutes. We had one in 1:56 and 4 and one in 1:58 and 3. And then in the first race, the track record for aged mares was tied. The time 1:53 and 3. So the winner, Having Fun in the Sun, tied the track record, currently held by Jesse's Girl. And that was set last summer here at the track on 2. Lots of super competitive fields yet to come in our 8-race card. We'll be looking at some real fast times again a little bit later on the card. It's now 10 minutes to post time, 10 minutes. Lots going on here at the track on 2 over the next couple of weeks. We will go to a 3-day-a-week race schedule, racing on Sundays, Saturdays in the afternoon starting at 2:15, and on Wednesday evening starting at 5:15. Saturday, August 26th is Fan Appreciation Day. Make sure you come out on that Saturday, August 26th. Prizes, lots going on for you fans. And then we have the start of the Condition Claiming Series, the 2nd annual here at the track on 2. First leg, there's going to be 3 legs, but the first leg starts on Sunday, August 27th, culminating in the final on closing day, Sunday, September 17th. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, 2 stakes races, 2 stakes finals next weekend, the Ron Orr Pace and the Elizabeth Johnson Memorial, both inaugural stakes series at the track on 2. Now 7 minutes to post time, 7 minutes. 6 minutes to post time as we take a look at the next three races, as this is the start of today's Pick 3. There are no changes in this race. In the third race, though, number 5, You Promised, will be driven by Phil Giesbrecht. Giesbrecht, the driver on number 5, You Promised, in the third race. And then no changes in race number 4, the first elimination of the Liz Johnson Memorial Pace. Maiden claimers on the track for the second race. It's the start of today's Pick 3. Win, Place, Show, Exacta, Trifecta Wagering. Number 1, Sinalta Memories, owned by Gord, Helen, and Myrna Impey. Trained by Rod Starkowski. The driver is Nathan Sobey. Number 2, Mock and Custard, owned by Brian Brook and Diane Hennessy. Trained by Rob Parrish. Doug Chappell in the bike. Number 3 is She's a Day Away, owned by Jamie Ward and trained by Lance Ward. The driver is Jamie Gray. Number 4, Tale of Terror, owned by Jody Loftus and Dana Shore. Trained and driven by Brandon Campbell. Number 5, Rogue Agent, owned by Outback Stable and Richard Schneider. Schneider trains. The driver, Kelly Hort. And number 6 is Looking at Me, owned and trained by Richard Schneider. The driver is Mike Hennessy. Field for the second race, the first leg of today's Pick 3. Win, Place, Show, Exacta, Trifecta Wagering. Post time in 3 minutes. Wow, well, congratulations to the Connections of having fun in the sun. What a weekend. 2 wins in 3 days, having one on Friday at Century Downs and putting together a second straight win here in a track record tying time, 1:53.3. And boy, the track is super fast today, so definitely going to be a factor in some of these races. Let's talk about race number 2. We weren't even close. I wasn't even close. I'll take the blame. I wasn't even close in race number 1, but it was a wide open race. You guys got it right. The favorite won that race. Oh, and by the way, welcome back to Doug Chappell, who is racing with us, making his seasonal debut at the Track on 2. He is in the bike here at the Track on 2 with number 2, Mock and Custard. My top choice is going to be number 4, Tale of Terror. This filly put up a huge mile in only her 4th career start and her last, but she came up a bit short still. She still gets the edge against these maidens. My second choice is going to be number 3, She's a Day Away. Now, she led them all the way around only to get beaten by a half length in her last race. However, I think a repeat performance and she might just steal it. So that's my second choice, number 3, She's a Day Away. And my third choice is number 1, Sinalta Memories. A great effort in her last to come storming down the stretch with a 28-2 final quarter. It's definitely been a best career effort so far, but she definitely needs some more work. But I think she still can get up for a piece. So my picks are 4, 3, and 1. Let's tackle that pick 3. I'm going to go for $1, numbers 3 and 4 in the first leg, numbers 1, 3, and 4 in the second leg, and I'm going to single the 6 in the fourth race, Two Fingers Gold, make that Let's Go to Vegas. So the numbers again for the pick 3, 3, 4, with 1, 3, 4, with 6. That's a $6 ticket. And then in this race, I'm going to play the trifecta for $1. I'm going to go numbers 3 and 4, with 134, with 134, and that is a $4 play for a trifecta. Now, less than a minute to post time. Less than a minute. You still do have time to get your bets in for today's pick 3. Starter calls the Pacers. The gate is rolling. It's post time. No doubt in the bettors' minds, number 4, Tale of Terror, taking all the support at this point, 1-5. Brandon Campbell in the bike. Boy, did he have a big day yesterday. Winning the big stakes race in Balzac. Making his season debut in race number 2 is Doug Chappell. Welcome, Doug, to the track on 2. All right, super fast times in the 2 qualifiers and race number 1 so far today at the track on 2. Let's see what happens here. We've got a 6-horse field behind the gate. These are maidens, all winless behind the gate today for race number 2. And here they come. They're often pacing. Rogue Agent, eager behind the gate. From the inside, though, it's She's a Day Away and Tale of Terror going to the front. Also up there is Sinalta Memories. Heading into the clubhouse turn is She's a Day Away, and Jamie Gray in front with the lead. Back in second is Tale of Terror. Then back in third is Sinalta Memories. Following up on that one is Mock and Custard, and then it's back to Rogue Agent. They reach for the opening quarter, and it's She's a Day Away with the lead. The 1-9 favorite Tale of Terror is back in second, and the opening quarter was reached in 29-3. In third is Sinalta Memories, followed by Looking at Me. And then it's back to Rogue Agent, and Mock and Custard can see them all. They're spread out about 8 lengths as they head down the backside, and it's She's a Day Away with the lead. In the pocket, about 1.5 lengths back in second is Tale of Terror. In third, Sinalta Memories. 2 lengths further back to Looking at Me, and then it's back to Rogue Agent, and looking over the shoulder now from last is going to be Mock and Custard. The half in 59 and 3, backside quarter in 30 seconds flat. It's She's a Day Away. Now right on the helmet and eager and popping out of the pocket. Here comes the favorite, Tale of Terror, coming on to challenge. Closing up the gap in third is Sinalta Memories. Stalling out on the outside is Rogue Agent. That lets Looking at Me come through along the inside. Now taking that turn wide from the outside is Tale of Terror and losing ground. So it's She's a Day Away still in front with the lead. But now Brandon gathers up Tale of Terror, and she takes over the lead. 3/4, 129 and flat. It's Tale of Terror now opening up by 2. Tale of Terror from the outside with authority, and now opening up. Second is She's a Day Away, but coming through the inside is Sinalta Memories. As they hit the 16th, it is Tale of Terror, your 1-9 favorite, with Brandon Campbell winning the second race. Second is Sinalta Memories. Third, She's a Day Away. And fourth, Looking at Me. The mile in 157 and 2. Your unofficial winner, number 4, Tale of Terror. Second, number 1, Sinalta Memories. Third, number 3, She's a Day Away. And fourth, number 6, Looking at Me. The upcoming third race is the first half of the daily double. There are no changes. Win, play, show, exacta, trifecta wagering. Well, it took 4 tries, but she did it. Tale of Terror breaks her maiden. She is a 3-year-old bay filly by Mystician out of Showtime Terror by Western Terror. Tale of Terror, number 4, the unofficial winner of the second race, winning in a time of 157 and 2. Tale of Terror breaks her maiden for Jody Loftus and Dana Shore. The winning trainer-driver, Brandon Campbell. And the second race is now official. The winner, number 4, Tale of Terror. Second, number 1, Sinalta Memories. Third, number 3, She's a Day Away. And fourth, number 6, Looking at Me. The official rundown for the second race. Number 1, Sinalta Memories was second. Number 2, Mock and Custard fifth. Number 3, She's a Day Away third. Number 4, Tale of Terror, your race winner. Number 5, Rogue Agent was sixth. And number 6, Looking at Me, was fourth. From the top down, 2, 5, 3, 1, 6, and 4. The winning time, 157 and 2. Number 4, Tale of Terror breaks her maiden at the track on 2. Here's your prices. Number 4, Tale of Terror paid $2.30, $2.10, and $2.10. Second, number 1, Sinalta Memories paid $5 to place and $3 to show. And number 3, She's a Day Away, $2.10 to show. $2 exacta 4-1 paid $8.50. $1 trifecta 4, 1, and 3 paid $9.35. The early daily double with number 5 in the first leg and number 4 in the second leg for $2 paid $9.40. Upcoming third race is the first half of the daily double. There are no changes. Win, play, show, exacta, trifecta wagering. Post time in 15 minutes. 10 minutes to post time. 10 minutes. Kids stick horse race will go after this race, so please have your kids out on the apron in front of the finish line. If you're new to horse racing and have no idea on how to make a bet, I would encourage you to go to darkhorsebets.com and download their free app. It's an app that will help you pick horses, make some mock bets until you feel comfortable doing it for real, and then you can actually put some money in your account and make some bets. There's also $30 in incentives if you sign up on that app today. And for those of you who are watching on YouTube, if you want to be playing off-site or at home, consider signing up for hpibet.com. You can sign up for your online wagering account online. If you're at the track, you can sign up here at the track for HPI Bet. Simple to do. Just do that down on the main level in our casino. Now 9 minutes to post time. Well, with the current temperature today, the hot conditions, the horses will be parading a little bit later onto the track, so do make sure you get your bets in early. Horses will be coming onto the track with about 5 or 6 minutes to post time. Condition Pacers non-winners of 2 on the track for race number 3. It's the first half of the Daily Double. Win, play, show, exacta, trifecta wagering. Number 1, Mr. Moose, owned by True Alta Stable. Jeff Smith, Max Gibb, and George Rogers. Trained and driven by Jamie Gray. Number 2 is Sinalta Token, owned by Gord, Helen, and Myrna MP. Rod Starkowski trains. The driver is Nathan Sobey. Number 3, Artisan, owned by Dr. Larry Hansen and Jim Wilson, trained by Jacques Lambert. Mike Hennessy's in the bike. Number 4, West Coast Captive, owned by Ross Sharp, trained by John Chappell. The driver is Brandon Campbell. Number 5, You Promised, owned by Joe Ratchford and Willie Wychopin, trained by J.F. Gagne. The driver, Phil Giesbrecht. And number 6 is Thoughts of a Fool, owned by J.F. Gagne and Carl Waymar. JF trains and drives. Field for the third race, the first half of the Daily Double. Win, Play, Show, Exacta, Trifecta Wagering. Post time in 5 minutes. All right, so we registered our first win of the day in that second race. Tale of Terror was true to form, 1-9 favorite won, and I was actually really surprised because the $1 trifecta even paid $9. So we got our first win there. We spent 4, we got 9. We are on a roll. Let's reinvest some of those winnings in race number 3. How can you argue with number 3, Artisan, being the top choice here? This is my top choice, at least in this race. Artisan won his last 2 going away. But you know what really impresses is his consistency. I think Artisan will be making it 3 wins in a row, but beware of others, including number 1, Mr. Moose. And Mr. Moose ran out of racetrack in his last and has been solid against equal competition. I think the rail definitely helps. He's going to be right there at the finish. And my third choice is number 4, West Coast Captive. She looked like her old self in her last race with a humongous effort. And if the front end speed caves today, she might just be getting her picture taken. So my choices are 3, 1, and 4. I'm going to play that Daily Double for $1. I'm going to go with numbers 1, 3, and 4 in the first half, and a single in the second half, number 6. So 1, 3, 4 with 6. That's $3 Daily Double bet. I'm also going to play the trifecta, but I'm going to spend a little bit of money on this one because even though I do really like Artisan, I think anything can happen in a smaller field. I'm going to go with numbers 1, 3, 4, with 1, 3, 4, with 1, 2, 3, 4. That is a $12 bet. Good luck. 3 minutes to post time. Less than a minute to post time. Less than a minute. The gate moves into position. Starter Jim Dakowitz calls the horses for the third race. Still time to get your bets in for the daily double. Bettors a little undecided on who should be the favorite. As a matter of fact, 3 of the 6 are hovering around the 2-1 mark. Number 1, Mr. Moose, 2-1. Number 4, West Coast Captive, also 2-1. Now taking some money is number 3, Artisan, now dropping down to 3-2. Artisan looking to make it 3 wins in a row today. Don't forget, number 5, You Promised, and number 6, Thoughts of a Fool, also both going for back-to-back wins. The starting gate is rolling. It's post time. Brandon Campbell and JF Gagne, both with wins on the card here today. Driver Dave Kelly not on the card, out east, racing in the Maritimes. Starting gate picks up speed, and here they come. They're off. From the inside, Sanalta Token and Mr. Moose driving out for the lead. Also moving up is Artisan. They head into the clubhouse turn, and Jamie Gray taking Mr. Moose to the front. Back into second is Sanalta Token, followed by West Coast Captive. And then Artisan, the favorite, settles into fourth. The 2 trailers are You Promised and Thoughts of a Fool. Heading around the turn, and Mr. Moose now setting the pace. Sanalta Token is in second, back to West Coast Captive. Opening quarter, 29-4, and that brings West Coast Captive to the outside. So the 8-5 second choice now driving up on the outside to take over the lead. Mr. Moose now finding himself back into second. Third is Sanalta Token. Now 2 lengths further back to Artisan. Another 2 back to You Promised, and the trailer is Thoughts of a Fool. The field spread out about 8 lengths, and it's West Coast Captive and Brandon Campbell on top with the lead. Length and a half over Mr. Moose in second. The half reached in 58-3. West Coast Captive up by a length and a half. Mr. Moose in second. Third is Sanalta Token. Now getting a little bit closer is Artisan. Still a length and a half back as You Promised, followed by Thoughts of a Fool. As they head around the turn, action now. As from the outside, here comes the long shot, Sanalta Token, with Artisan in tow. 3 pairs heading around the turn. It's West Coast Captive taking him to the 3/4, 127-4. So West Coast Captive has the lead at the top of the stretch, looking for racing room on the inside. Mr. Moose up on the outside, the long shot, Sanalta Token. Nothing from Artisan, now starting to come on late from the outside. Off stride is West Coast Captive. Now getting through, Mr. Moose takes over the lead. Here comes Artisan on the outside. Mr. Moose, Artisan. Mr. Moose holds on to win. Photo finish for place between Artisan and You Promised. Home in 156-1. The unofficial winner, number 1, Mr. Moose. Second was number 3, Artisan. Third, number 5, You Promised. And fourth, number 6, Thoughts of a Fool. The upcoming fourth race, the first elimination of the Elizabeth Johnson Memorial Pace. There are no changes. Win, place, show, exacta, trifecta wagering. Now returning to the winner's circle, the unofficial winner of the third race, number 1, Mr. Moose. A 3-year-old brown gelding by Mystician, out of Better From Behind by Kent's on Nuke. Second win this year in 11 starts, and setting a new lifetime mark of 156-1. Mr. Moose is owned by True Alta Stable, Jeff Smith, Max Gibb, and George Rogers. The winning trainer-driver, Jamie Gray. Third race is now official. The winner, number 1, Mr. Moose. Second, number 3, Artisan. Third, number 5, You Promised. And fourth, number 6, Thoughts of a Fool. The official rundown for the third race, number 1, Mr. Moose was your race winner. Second, number 2, Sin Alta Token was 6th. Number 3, Artisan was 2nd. Number 4, West Coast Captive was 5th. Number 5, You Promised was 3rd. And number 6, Thoughts of a Fool was 4th. From the top down, 162, 5, 3, and 4. The winning time, 156-1, is a new lifetime mark for number 1, Mr. Moose. Fourth race, the first elimination for the Elizabeth Johnson Memorial Pace. No changes. Win, place, show, exacta, trifecta wagering. Here's your prices for the third race. Number 1, Mr. Moose, paid $730, $340, and $210. Second was number 3, Artisan, paying $270 and $210. And third was number 5, You Promised, paying $380 to show. $2 exacta 1-3 paid $15.50. $1 trifecta 1, 3, and 5 paid $43.30. We're excited to introduce to you the inaugural Elizabeth Johnson Memorial Pace this afternoon. Two eliminations in the fourth race and the sixth race. And it's my pleasure to tell you a little bit more about Liz Johnson, who passed away last summer at the age of 82. Liz was a longtime participant, supporter of harness racing in Alberta. She's the late wife of our friend Sam Johnson. They were involved in harness racing since the late 60s. Some of the horses that they had included Small Pickens, Aces and Deuces, and Pass the Port. Besides her love for harness racing, she also enjoyed gardening. And sadly, again, we lost Liz last summer to cancer. This year we decided to name this race after her. Today we'll have the two elimination races in the fourth and sixth races. Next week's $25,000 added final will go with 9 participants. The two races will have the top 4 finishers go to the final, and then we'll shake for the 9th position between the 2 fifth-place finishers. Don't forget that next weekend also is the inaugural Ron Orr Pace, also $25,000 added. 10 minutes to post time, 10 minutes. Again, just a reminder to make your bets early, as the horses will be coming on the track a little bit later today due to the heat. Now 7 minutes to post time, 7 minutes. Parade to post for the fourth race. It's the first elimination of the inaugural Elizabeth Johnson Memorial Pace. Top four move on to the final next week. Shake for the ninth position between the fifth place finishers. Number one, Bubba Bad to the Bone, owned by Catherine Case, Gary Clark, and Kelly Crump. Trained by Kelly Crump, the driver is Phil Giesbrecht. Number two, Senalta Flash, owned by Gord, Helen, and Myrna Impey. Trained by Kelly Descharme. The driver is Nathan Sobey. Number three, Cozy Up, owned by Shelley Arsenault, Jason, and Tracy Peters. Trained and driven by Mike Hennessy. Number four, Do No Harm, owned by Donna Wise and Dave Lamont. Trained by Dave Lamont. The driver is Brandon Campbell. Number five, Outlaw Sky's the Limit, owned by Jamie Gray, Neil Malik, Jackson Widdop, and Bill Roberts. Trained and driven by Jamie Gray. And number six, Let's Go to Vegas, owned by Logan Gillis and Brock McClellan. Logan Gillis, your trainer-driver. Field for the fourth race. First elimination of the inaugural Elizabeth Johnson Memorial Pace. Win Place Show, Exacta, Trifecta Wagering. Post time in 4 minutes. Well, I think a lot of people had that Exacta and the Trifecta in the last race, but we got that, and was very happy that it paid a little bit, paid $9 for that Trifecta, so we were glad to have provided that to you. Let's try to keep this going with the fourth race. So it's my pleasure to tell you a little bit more about Liz Johnson, whom this race is named after. It's the first elimination in the inaugural Elizabeth Johnson Memorial, late wife of Sam Johnson. They've been involved in harness racing since the late 60s. Had a number of horses that you may have heard of, but we have named this race in her honor today. Again, the top four finishers move on to the final next week. My top choices in race number 4. How is it hard to go against number 6, Let's Go to Vegas? Let's Go to Vegas in this elimination round seems to be a formality, I think. Money leader in this division, has been pacing well. I think that Let's Go to Vegas gets to the Liz Johnson Memorial Stakes final with a win today. And just so happens that number 6, Let's Go to Vegas, is my best bet of the day. My second choice is number 5, Outlaw Sky's the Limit. She's off her normal form at the moment, but definitely will have something to say if she can fire down the stretch. I think she's up there for second today. And my third choice is number 3, Cozy Up. Cozy Up can definitely go with these ones for sure, but she needs a better finishing effort. I think she's going to complete the trifecta. So I'm playing a simple $5 bet. I'm playing a straight try, 6, 5, and 3. Now 2 minutes to post time, 2 minutes. Starters called the Pacers. Now less than 1 minute to post time. Less than 1 minute. You can still get your bets in if you hurry. The current favorite is number 6, Let's Go to Vegas. Bet down to 4 to 5. Solid support. Second choice is number 3, Cozy Up at 2 to 1. And the third choice is number 5, Outlaw Sky's the Limit. Starting to get his rolling. It's post time. We're excited to bring to you this year the 2 inaugural stakes races for 4-year-olds. The Ron Orr Pace next weekend, as well as the Elizabeth Johnson Memorial. This is the first elimination. Your favorite is still number 6, Let's Go to Vegas at 4 to 5. And the starting gate picks up speed. First elimination of the inaugural Elizabeth Johnson Memorial Pace, and here they come. They're off. From the center, Cozy Up. From the outside, Let's Go to Vegas. Down along the inside, Sinalta Flash. As they head into the turn, it's Mike Hennessy and Cozy Up going right to the front. Closing up the gap in second is Sinalta Flash. Let's Go to Vegas is going to have to settle for third along the cones. Then it's back to Bubba Bad to the Bone. Your 2 trailers, Do No Harm and Outlaw Sky's the Limit, can see them all. They round the turn, and it is Cozy Up with the lead by a length and a half, opening quarter in 28 and 2. Back at a second is Sinalta Flash, your favorite at 4 to 5. In third is Let's Go to Vegas. Gapping in fourth is Bubba Bad to the Bone, followed by Do No Harm, and the trailer is Outlaw Sky's the Limit. 6 against the fence, no one moves. It is Cozy Up setting the pace. They'll take him to the half. In second is Sinalta Flash, followed by Let's Go to Vegas, still patiently in third. The half reached in 58 and 2, so the pace slowed right down to 30 seconds down the backside. It's Cozy Up with the lead. Sinalta Flash stalking in second. In third, Let's Go to Vegas now looking outside, and Let's Go to Vegas now putting ahead outside there. And first up, coming with that one is Bubba Bad to the Bone. They're pairing up around the turn, and now Mike Hennessy says to Cozy Up, let's go. Steps on the gas and takes him to the 3/4. It is Cozy Up, 3/4, 127 and 2. Mike Hennessy and Cozy Up with the lead. From the outside, coming on for second, here comes Let's Go to Vegas. Make that Let's Go to Vegas is in third. From the outside is Sinalta Flash, the long shot. As they come down the stretch, Sinalta Flash now clearing. Fighting back down along the inside is Let's Go to Vegas. Coming down to the wire, it is going to be the long shot, Sinalta Flash, pulling the upset at 16 to 1 over Let's Go to Vegas in second. They're home in 155 and 3. The unofficial winner, number 2, Senalta Flash, in the photo. Second was number 3, Cozy Up. Third was number 6, Let's Go to Vegas. And fourth, number 4, Do No Harm. Returning to the winner's circle, the unofficial winner of the fourth race, the first elimination of the Elizabeth Johnson Memorial Pace, number 2, Senalta Flash. Senalta Flash is a 4-year-old bay mare by All American Merlin out of Senalta Monica by Clinton Cigar. Senalta Flash wins her second race in 14 starts, absolutely crushes her lifetime best, winning with a new lifetime mark, 155 and 3. Senalta Flash, owned by Gord, Helen, and Myrna Impey, trained by Kelly Ducharme. The winning driver, Nathan Sobey. Fourth race now official. Winner of the first elimination of the Elizabeth Johnson Memorial Pace is number 2, Senalta Flash. Second, number 3, Cozy Up. Third, number 6, Let's Go to Vegas. And fourth, number 4, Do No Harm. Official rundown, number 1, Bubba Bad to the Bone was 5th. Number 2, Senalta Flash, your race winner. Number 3, Cozy Up was 2nd. Number 4, Do No Harm was 4th. Number 5, Outlaw Sky's the Limit was 6th. And number 6, Let's Go to Vegas was 3rd. From the top down, 5, 1, 2, 4, 6, and 3. The winning time, 155 and 3, is a new lifetime mark for number 2, Senalta Flash. Here's your big prices for race number 4. Number 2, Senalta Flash, paid $34.90 to win, $14.10 to place, $5.70 to show. Second, number 3, Cozy Up, paid $4.70 and $2.10. And third, number 6, Let's Go to Vegas, paid $2.10 to show. $2 exact to 2-3, $174.20. The $1 trifecta, 2, 3, and 6, $369.55. Upcoming fifth race is the start of today's Pick 4. There are no changes in the last 4 races on today's card. Fifth race offering, win, place, show, exacta, trifecta, superfecta wagering. Post time in 15 minutes. 10 minutes to post time, 10 minutes. Lots of racing left here at the track on 2, but if you haven't made plans for supper yet, do consider staying for food and drinks on all levels of the track on 2. We are open till 11 o'clock tonight. You may want to check out some other ways to win as well downstairs in our Racino with our VLTs and our slot machines. Again, open till 11 o'clock tonight. Now 8 minutes to post time, 8 minutes. Condition claimers, non-winners 3 on the track for the 5th race. It is the start of today's Pick 4. Win, play, show, exacta, trifecta, superfecta wagering. Number 1, Time for Me to Fly, owned by Nicole Hudak. Trained and driven by Chris Brown. Number 2 is Oscar Power, owned and trained by Rob Parrish. The driver, Doug Chappell. Number 4 is Chris Stapleton, owned and trained by Oriana Sheck. The driver, J.F. Gagne. Number 5 is Strange World, owned by Fred and Derek Gilbert. Trained by John Chappell. Phil Giesbrecht will drive. Number 6 is I Got Socks, owned by Jacques Lambert and Catelier Brothers Inc. Trained by Jacques Lambert. The driver is Nate Sobey. Number 7, Texas Drifter, owned by Adam Mason, Trevor Williams. Travis Ellis trains. The driver is Kelly Hort. Number 3 is Wiggy, owned by Jacques Lambert, Jim Wilson, and Dr. Larry Hansen. Trained by Lambert. The driver is Brandon Campbell. And number 8 is Bearcat Sioux, owned by Derek Stout, trained by Doug Stout. The driver, Mike Hennessy. Field for the 5th race, the start of today's Pick 4. Win, play, show, exacta, trifecta, and superfecta wagering. Post time in 3 minutes. Well, how about that upset in the 4th race? First elimination of the Liz Johnson Memorial. 16-1. I hope you had some of that. I didn't get anything from that race. Let's try to do it today with the Pick 4. All elusive, and you know what? There are some tough races to handicap in the sequence today. I'm going to be a little unoriginal, though, in this 5th race, and I'm going to go with the exact same order of finish, well, top 2 anyways, as happened last week. I'm giving the edge to number 4, Chris Stapleton. Chris Stapleton wove through masterfully. That was J.F. Gagne, who was the driver last week and drives again today. J.F. did a heck of a job driving through the field like a thoroughbred in a horse race, and he stole that win. Chris Stapleton loves the long stretch here at the track on 2, and I think that he can win again. For second, I also pick Wiggy, number 3, to finish second again. I think Wiggy can definitely make amends for last week's heartbreaking loss with a solid effort here today. I think she's definitely another potential win candidate here in a talented field. And my third choice is number 5, Strange World. Now, this horse does know how to win, but needs to show some consistency in today's race. Definitely don't discount him. So my choices are going to be numbers 4, 3, and 5. All right, let's tackle that Pick 4. We're going to play a 20-cent combination. I'm going to take numbers 3, 4, and 5 in this race. Numbers 2, 4, and 6 in the second elimination of the Liz Johnson Memorial Pace. In the third leg, I'm going to take numbers 2 and 9. And in the final leg, I'm going to take numbers 1, 6, and 9. That is a $10.80 ticket. And I'm going to play the 20-cent superfecta in this race. I'm going to go with numbers 3, 4, and 5 on top. And then for second, third, and fourth, I'm going to take numbers 3, 4, 5, 7, and 8. And that is a total bet of $14.40. If you're playing the Pick 4, good luck to you today. Less than a minute to post time. Less than a minute. Starter calls the Pacers. Still time to get your bets in for the pick four. The pool is growing. Lukewarm favorite at this point is number 3, Wiggy, at 5-2. Lots of great value if you like to play the win bets. Even number 8, Bearcat Sioux, is at 10-1. A little surprised on that one. The gate is rolling. It's post time. Chris Stapleton, last week's winner, at 7-1. Starting gate picks up speed. It is the start of today's pick four, and here they come. They're off. Bearcat Sioux off to a slow start today. From the outside, I Got Socks. From the center, Chris Stapleton. And down along the inside, Time for Me to Fly. It's Chris Brown, Time for Me to Fly, trying to get the lead, but from the outside coming on was Wiggy, and from the outside, I Got Socks. So it's I Got Socks now going to the front. And in second is Wiggy. Third is Time for Me to Fly. In fourth, Chris Stapleton. Then back behind that one is Texas Drifter. Back into sixth is Strange World. Then back to Oscar Power. And now the trailer is Bearcat Sioux. Opening quarter in a brisk 28 seconds flat. It's Nate Sobey and I Got Socks on the engine, opening up by 2. In second is Wiggy. Now back into third is Time for Me to Fly. Fourth is Chris Stapleton. First up on the outside, here comes Texas Drifter, and following the cover is Strange World. Also moving up there, up on the outside, is Bearcat Sioux. The trailer is now Oscar Power. Half reached in 58-1. Backside quarter in 30-1. It's I Got Socks alone on the front end. In second is Wiggy. Stalling out on the outside. In third is Texas Drifter. Shooting the gap through fourth, and now on to third is Time for Me to Fly. Looking 3 wide is Strange World. Chris Stapleton trapped today along the inside. They round the turn, and I Got Socks brings them into the stretch. In second, Wiggy now looking outside. 3/4, 128-1. And now Wiggy and Brandon Campbell powering up on the outside. It's Wiggy taking over the lead. In second, I Got Socks. Coming through between horses is Time for Me to Fly on the inside. Time for Me to Fly might pull the upset. It's Time for Me to Fly by a length. Second is Wiggy coming down to the wire. Time for Me to Fly kicks off the pick 4 at 15-1. Second was Wiggy. It's close for third. They're home in 156-4. The unofficial winner, number 1, Time for Me to Fly. In the photo, second was number 3, Wiggy. Third was number 7, Texas Drifter. And fourth was number 8, Bearcat Sioux. The upcoming 6th race is the second elimination of the Elizabeth Johnson Memorial Pace. No changes. Win, place, show, exacta trifecta wagering. Returning to the winner's enclosure, the unofficial winner of the fifth race, number 1, Time for Me to Fly. He's a 4-year-old brown gelding by McCardle out of One Fine Cam by Cam Luck. Second win of the year in 17 starts for Time for Me to Fly, setting a new lifetime mark, 156-4. Time for Me to Fly is owned by Nicole Hudak. Trained and driven to victory by Chris Brown. Fifth race now official. The winner, number 1, Time for Me to Fly. Second, number 3, Wiggy. Third, number 7, Texas Drifter. And fourth, number 8, Bearcat Sioux. Here's your official rundown for the fifth race. Number 1, Time for Me to Fly was your race winner. Number 2, Oscar Power was 8th. Number 3, Wiggy was 2nd. Number 4, Chris Stapleton, 5th. Number 5, Strange World was 6th. Number 6, I Got Socks, 7th. Number 7, Texas Drifter, 3rd. And number 8, Bearcat Sioux was 4th. From the top down, 1, 8, 2, 5, 6, 7, 3, and 4. The winning time, 156-4, is a new lifetime mark for number 1, Time for Me to Fly. Here's your prices for the fifth race. Number 1, Time for Me to Fly, paid $33.60 to win, $12.20 to place, and $9.10 to show. Second was number 3, Wiggy, $4 even, and $3.50 to show. And third, number 7, Texas Drifter, paid $3.20 to show. $2 Exacta, 1 and 3, paid $184.80. I guess we were all stumped on this one. The $1 trifecta paid out to 1 with all. So if you had the 1 on top, you win the try. The $1 try paid $247.70. And the 20-cent superfecta, 1, 3, 7, and 8, paid $151.57. Sixth race, the second elimination of the Elizabeth Johnson Memorial Pace. No changes. Win, place, show, exacta, trifecta wagering. The Track on 2 is the only track to enjoy standardbred racing for the next 2 weeks, right through to the Labor Day long weekend. Stakes action happening next weekend as well on August 26th, which is a Saturday. Come back for Fan Appreciation Day. Always lots of prizes, lots of fun. And then we start another stakes series on Sunday, August 27th. It is the first elimination of the Condition Claiming Series Stakes here at the Track on 2. 3 elimination legs, culminating in the final on Sunday, September 17th, which is closing day here at the Track on 2. Number of other races to announce later on, a couple of memorial races that we're also going to be hosting here at the Track on 2. So make sure you stay in touch with us, everything we're doing at thetracon2.com. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram at The Track on 2. And if you want to follow my picks, they're always available on race days at 8:30 a.m. on X. My handle is @AnnouncerKen. Just reading up a little bit more about Elizabeth Johnson, to whom the 6th race is named after today. Liz passed away last summer at the age of 82. She and her husband Sam set up their farm in 1973, and so they were involved in standardbred racing for over 60 years. They bred, raised, and raced horses. One of the stories I'm hearing about is that Liz was actually scared of horses, believe it or not, but she did deliver a foal on her own when there was no one at home to help her out. Some of the horses you may remember that Sam and Liz raced together were Small Pickens, Aces and Deuces, and Pass the Port. Liz passed away at the age of 82 last summer. In the elimination, second elimination in the 6th race, there are going to be the top 4 finishers going to next week's final. The 9th spot will be a draw between the 2 5th-place finishers today. So a full field in the Elizabeth Johnson Memorial Pace next Sunday here at the Track on 2. Now 8 minutes to post time, 8 minutes. Parade to post for the 6th race. It's the 2nd elimination in the inaugural Elizabeth Johnson Memorial Pace. Win Place Show Exacta Trifecta Wagering. Number 1, All Speculation, owned by Janine Lutz, trained by Glenn Lutz. The driver, J.F. Gagne. Number 2, Two Fingers Gold, owned and trained by Rod Starkowski. The driver is Phil Giesbrecht. Number 3, The Final Rose, owned by Donna Wise, Dave Lamont, and Glenn Henderson. Trained by Dave Lamont. The driver is Nathan Sobey. Number 4 is Risen Star, owned by Harness the Energy, INC. Trained and driven by Tyson Jacoby. Number 5 is Josephine, owned by Gilles Gobet and Sandra Williams, trained by Amanda Barron. The driver is Kelly Hort. And number 6, Katie Lou, owned by Don Richardson, trained by Harold Haining. The driver is Mike Hennessy. Field for the 6th race, second elimination in the inaugural Elizabeth Johnson Memorial Pace. Win, play, show, exacta trifecta wagering. Post time in 5 minutes. Well, how about that if you're playing today? Two $30 winners on a card. When does that happen? It's happened the last 2 races here at the track on 2. So I'm sure that we're going to see some hesitancy, some reluctancy, and really betting down one horse in the next few races. But let's take a look at the 6th race, which is the second elimination that we have today for the Liz Johnson Stakes, final going next week. My top choice for race number 6 is going to be number 2, Two Fingers Gold. 2 wins in her last 4 starts and has been close in most of her last 6. She's pacing really well right now. She looks the best against these ones. I'm betting she goes to the final. My second choice is number 6, Katie Lou. Katie Lou has held her own against tougher horses all year. The last 2 races of hers were pretty lackluster, but she should shine against these ones today. I think a place ticket will pay very nicely for anyone betting on Katie Lou. And my third choice is number 4, Risen Star. Now, this one had a great spring, but not such a great summer so far for this one, mostly due to tougher competition being tried out. I think, though, Risen Star should find this group more to her liking. I'm going to take her in there for the top 3. So my choices are 2, 6, and 4. We're going to play the trifecta this race, and I'm going to play it for 60 cents. I'm going to go with numbers 2, 4, and 6 on top, 2, 4, and 6 for second. But in third, I'm going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. And that is a $10.80 bet. 3 minutes to post time. 3 minutes. Now less than a minute to post time. And the starter calls the Pacers. gate is rolling. It's post time. Number 3, the final rose is taking more support at this point. Bet down to 9-5 now, but still a lukewarm favorite, as close behind as number 2, Two Fingers Gold at 2-1. So in the first elimination, we saw an upset, Sanalta Flash, driven by Nathan Sobey. Qualifying for the final, also qualifying are Cozy Up, Let's Go to Vegas, and Do No Harm. Those 4 on their way to the final next Sunday here at the track on 2. Nathan Sobey driving the favorite in this one. Number 3, the final rose, is now at 8-5. Starting Gate picks up speed. They're on their way for the second elimination of the inaugural Elizabeth Johnson Memorial Pace. Here they come. They're off. From the center, Risen Star going for the lead. The final rose also driving up, and down along the inside, all speculation. Tyson Jacoby takes Risen Star with speed to the front and opens up by 2 lengths. Back into second is the final rose. Now gapping in third is all speculation. Two Fingers Gold now finds herself back in fourth. The 2 trailers are Josephine and Katie Lou. So Risen Star on top with the lead, taking them to the opening quarter in 28-1. In second is the final rose. 2 lengths back in third is all speculation. Two Fingers Gold at 2-1 now sits in fourth. First up on the outside early, here comes Katie Lou from the backfield, and following that cover is Josephine. They head down the backside, and it's Risen Star and Tyson Jacoby now up by 2 lengths. Second is the final rose. Advancing slowly up on the outside, here comes Katie Lou in third. Back and forth is all speculation. The half in 57-2. Risen Star with the lead. Now drawing up alongside, here comes Katie Lou. And then back in third, the final rose. These 3 now starting to put some distance on the rest of the field. It's Risen Star up by 1.5 lengths on the outside. Katie Lou now driving up. Back into third is the final rose. Then back and forth, all speculation from the outside in fifth, Josephine. 3/4, 1:25-3. And it's been all Risen Star on top with the lead. From the outside, Katie Lou down along the inside. The final rose looking for racing room. Now under a drive, Risen Star getting through along the inside. Here comes the final rose from the outside, Katie Lou. 3 across as they come down to the wire. And it's the final rose getting up. The final rose wins the second elimination of the Liz Johnson Memorial Pace. Close for second between Katie Lou and Risen Star. They're home in 154-2. The unofficial winner, number 3, the final rose. Second, number 6, Katie Lou. Third, number 4, Risen Star. And fourth was number 2, Two Fingers Gold. The upcoming 7th race is the first half of the late daily double. There are no changes in the 7th or 8th races. Win, play, show, exacta, trifecta, superfecta wagering. Returning to the winner's enclosure, the official winner of the 6th race, number 3, The Final Rose. Second was number 6, Katie Lou. Third, number 4, Risen Star. And fourth, number 2, Two Fingers Gold. The Final Rose, a 4-year-old bay mare by Mystery Chase out of Warrawee Rose by Big Jim. Second win in 20 starts this year, equaling her lifetime mark of 154 and 2. The Final Rose is owned by Donna Wise, Dave Lamont, Glenn Henderson, trained by Dave Lamont. Driver Nathan Sobey takes both eliminations of the Elizabeth Johnson Memorial Pace and heads on to the final next week. Guess he'll have to drive or decide which drive he's going to take. Here's your official rundown for the 6th race. Number 1, All Speculation was 6th. Number 2, Two Fingers Gold was 4th. Number 3, The Final Rose, your race winner. Number 4, Risen Star was 3rd. Number 5, Josephine was 5th. And number 6, Katie Lou was 2nd. From the top down, 6, 4, 1, 3, 5, and 2. The winning time, 154 and 2, equals the lifetime mark for number 3, The Final Rose. Number 3, The Final Rose, paid $5.60, $3 and $2.30. Second was number 6, Katie Lou, paying $3.40 and $2.50. And third, number 4, Risen Star, paid $3.10 to show. $2 exact to 3.6, paid $17.30. The $1 trifecta, 3, 6, 4, $39.60. 7th race is the first half of the late daily double. There are no changes. Win, place, show, exacta, trifecta, superfecta wagering. Post time in 16 minutes. 9 minutes to post time. 9 minutes. Condition claimers non-2 on the track for the 7th race. First half of the late daily double. Win, Play, Show, Exacta, Trifecta, and Superfecta wagering. Number 1, Smokin' Joe, owned and trained by Kelly Crump. The driver is Jamie Gray. Number 2, El Quaco, owned by Outback Stable, trained by Nick Sass. The driver, Brandon Campbell. Number 3 is True Angel, owned and trained by Brett Litke. The driver, Kelly Hort. Number 4, Dazed and Confused, trained and owned by Darren Polloway. The driver is James Jungquist. Number 5, Outlaw Kiss My Class, owned and trained by Joe Ratchford. The driver, Phil Giesbrecht. Number 6, Keep It Dirty, owned, trained, and driven by John Hudon. Number 7 is HFET Call Home, owned by Betty Tracy, trained by Harold Haining. The driver is Tyson Jacoby. Number 8, Seek and Destroy, owned and trained by Evelyn Sabra. The driver is Nathan Sobey. And number 9 is Casanova, owned by Derek Stout and Nancy Retzlaff. Doug Stout trains. The driver is Mike Hennessy. Field for the 7th race. First half of the late daily double. Win, Play, Show, Exacta, Trifecta, and Superfecta wagering. Post time in 5 minutes. Well, congratulations to Nathan Sobey winning both eliminations of the Liz Johnson Memorial. Did it for 2 different owners. So it'll be an interesting decision next week to see which one he goes with. The final is next week, as along with the inaugural Ron Orr Pace. So don't forget to check us out next week. Let's talk about this 7th race. Well, you know what? This card is almost a write-off for me today. Long shots were not my thing today, although we hit some last week. But let's see what we can do and maybe salvage the last 2 races. In this race, my top choice is number 9, Casanova. Casanova is the clear standout against this group, but nothing's for sure with a 2nd-tier start. Casanova should win this easily if he can get away cleanly. My second choice is the speed that maybe he needs to follow off the gate. Number 2, El Quaco. Throw out the last one, and he's been posting some really nice mile times since coming back off the layoff. I think El Quaco can get a piece today. And my third choice is number 8, Seek and Destroy. This one was on a roll against Easier and did rebound in his last with a great stretch drive. The only question is that post position, number 8. I think this one has the ability, and he can be there. So I'm going to go with 3rd place for that one. So my choices again, 9, 2, and 8. Let's play the daily double for $1. I'm going to take numbers 2 and 9 on top with numbers 1, 6, and 9 for the second leg. That's a $6 bet. And then I'm going to play the superfecta here. I'm going to go with numbers 2 and 9 on top. In the second, third, and fourth positions, I'm going to take numbers 1, 2, 3, 8, and 9. A 20-cent bet with that combination is $9.60. And a welcome back to the track for Mr. Purple Rain himself today, James Junquist, the driver of number 4, Dazed and Confused. Now 3 minutes to post time, 3 minutes. Starter calls the Pacers. Now taking late support is number 9, Casanova, bet down to 6-5. Casanova looking to get back to his winning ways. Won here at the track on two starts ago, and was unable to hang on for the win last week, finishing second. So looking pretty solid, but starting from the second tier. I'm sure that Mike Hennessy is wishing for some speed off of the rail to follow into the first turn. The gate is rolling. It's post time. Gate's picking up speed. We've got a full field of 9 on gate for the 7th race at the track on 2, and here they come. They're off from the center, Dazed and Confused, going out for the lead from the far outside. Seek and Destroy down along the inside, Smokin' Joe and El Quaco. They head into the turn, and it's James Junquist and Dazed and Confused going out for the lead. Now driving up on the outside, here comes Nathan Sobey, and Seek and Destroy now clearing for the lead. Well, fighting back down along the inside anyways is Dazed and Confused. They're paired up on the front end. As on the inside in third is Smokin' Joe. From the outside in fourth now is the favorite Casanova looking for position. So the opening quarter in a hard-fought 29 seconds flat It's Dazed and Confused, forcing the issue from the inside. Seek and Destroy hung outside this whole mile so far. And then down along the inside, driving through Smokin' Joe for third. Up on the outside in fourth, the favorite Casanova. This breakaway pack of four is heading towards the half-mile pole. 3 lengths further back is El Quaco. Then behind that one is Outlaw Kiss My Class. It's another 4 lengths back to True Angel. And then the trailers Keep It Dirty as they head past the half-mile pole. 56 and 3. That backside quarter in 27 and 3, and coming out of it is Dazed and Confused with the lead. And now backing up is Seek and Destroy. In second is Smokin' Joe. They round the turn, and the 3/4 was reached in 1:26 flat. And as James Junquist and Dazed and Confused trying to wire them, Dazed and Confused in front by a length, now looking over his shoulder and seeing Smokin' Joe coming on for second. From the far outside, we have Outlaw Kiss My Class. Junquist now screaming at the top of his lungs for Dazed and Confused to hold on. Smokin' Joe is in second, coming down to the wire. Welcome back, James Junquist. First win back. Second was Smokin' Joe, and third up on the outside, it looks like it was Outlaw Kiss My Class. 156 and 1. The unofficial winner, number 4, Dazed and Confused. Second, number 1, Smokin' Joe. Third, number 5, Outlaw Kiss My Class. And fourth, number 2, El Quaco. In the upcoming 8th race, there are no changes. Win, play, show, exacta, trifecta, and superfecta wagering. And the 7th race now official. The winner, number 4, Dazed and Confused. Second, number 1, Smokin' Joe. Third, number 5, Outlaw Kiss My Class. And fourth, number 2, El Quaco. Now entering the winner's circle, the official winner of the 7th race, number 4, Dazed and Confused. A 4-year-old bay mare by Vertical Horizon out of Twin Bee Treasure by Art Major. First win of the year for Dazed and Confused, and for return driver James Junquist. The winning time 156 and 1. Dazed and Confused, owned and trained by Darren Polloway. Here's your official rundown for the 7th race. Number 1, Smokin' Joe was second. Number 2, El Quaco was fourth. Number 3, True Angel was seventh. Number 4, Dazed and Confused, your race winner. Number 5, Outlaw Kiss My Class was third. Number 6, Keep It Dirty, sixth. Number 7, HFET Call Home, 8th. Number 8, Seek and Destroy was 9th. And number 9, Casanova was 5th. From the top down, 2, 4, 7, 1, 3, 6, 8, 9, and 5. The winning time, 156 and 1 for number 4, Dazed and Confused. Well, the long shots keep coming. Here are your prices. Number 4, Dazed and Confused, paid $20.70 to win, $9.30 to place, $8.40 to show. Number 1, Smoke and Joe, $6.90 to place, $6 to show. And number 5, Outlaw Kiss My Class, paid $6.60 to show. $2 Exacta 4 and 1 paid $151.10. The $1 try 4, 1, and 5 paid $1,166.75. And again, 20-cent superfecta was not hit, so it will pay out to the numbers 4 with 1 with all and all, $13.48. Eighth and final, no changes. Win, place, show, exacta, trifecta, superfecta wagering. Post time in 16 minutes. Starting next Sunday, we go to a 3-day-a-week schedule here at the track on 2. Racing on Sunday, next Sunday, first post at 2:15. Wednesday evening, first post at 5:15, followed by Saturday, first post at 2:15. We do that for a few weeks, right into the Labor Day weekend. It's going to be some great racing action here as all of Alberta's standardbred community is here at the track on 2. The only place where you'll be able to watch live harness racing right up to the Labor Day weekend. We've got stakes action for you next weekend. New stakes series starting at the end of the month. As well, we've got Fan Appreciation Day on Saturday, August 26th. So for all the details, follow us at our website, thetracon2.com. You can also follow The Track on 2 at Instagram and Facebook. Find out about all the activities going on here at the Track on 2, besides racing, the Racino action, as well as concerts and events. 10 minutes to post time, 10 minutes. Condition Pacers on the track for the 8th and final race here at the Track on 2. Win, Play, Show, Exacta, Trifecta, Superfecta Wagering. Number 1, Triple Action, owned by Jamie Ward, trained by Lance Ward. The driver is Jamie Gray. Number 2, Chief Saratoga, owned, trained, and driven by Richard Schneider. Number 3, Lost Control, owned by Jody Loftus and Ray Henry, trained and driven by Brandon Campbell. Number 4 is True Crime, owned by Brent Bedore and Megan Cameron, trained by Brent Bedore. The driver is Phil Giesbrecht. Number 5 is Agricola, owned by Gilles Gorbet and Sandra Williams, trained by Amanda Barron. The driver, Chris Brown. Second half of the Richard Schneider trained entry is number 6, Witch Hunter. The driver is Kelly Hort. Brent Bedore's second entry in this race is number 7, Captain Mike Deo. Bedore owns. The driver is John Hudon. Second half of the Lance Ward train entries, number 8, Digging a Trench. But here's number 9, List Placed, owned by Tim Gordon, trained by Travis Ellis, the driver Mike Hennessy. And here's number 8, Digging a Trench, the second Lance Ward train entry here. Jamie Ward owns. The driver is Nathan Sobey. Field for the 8th and final Win Play Show, Exacta Trifecta Superfecta wagering. Post time in 6 minutes. Wow, what a day of racing. If you're a bettor, how can you look at those prices and not be excited about coming next weekend? Just want to let you know that there are no live tickets in today's Pick 4. That means today's Pick 4 pool will be carried over. And another reason for you to join us for harness racing action next Sunday, first post at 2:15 p.m. Take advantage of that carryover being added to the new bets being made next Sunday. Well, let's try to cap this off with a win in race 8. My top choice is number 6, Witch Hunter. Witch Hunter has been getting closer and finds a better spot today. She can definitely improve and get the win here today. My second choice is the mare Triple Action. Now, this rail trip should put her closer to the action early. And without many closers, she might not stop. She might wire them. My third choice is number 9, List Placed. List Placed should get a trip behind some early speed, and that will help him set up nicely down the lane. He can definitely be in the hunt today. So my number choices are 6, 1, and 9. All right, here's the last chance to make some money. 20-cent Superfecta. The number is 1, 6, and 9 on top. And then for second, third, and fourth, I'm going to take numbers 1, 4, 6, 8, and 9. That is a total bet of $14.40. Well, I hope you were the one that caught a piece of those long shots that came in this afternoon. And again, stay and play at the slots and VLTs. We're open till 11 tonight. But hey, come back next weekend as we have that carryover in the Pick 4, which will be added to all of the new wagers being made next weekend. Good luck. It's been fun playing. Let's do it again next weekend. 4 minutes to post time. 4 minutes. Less than a minute to post time. Less than a minute. Starter is called the Pacers. And the starting gate is rolling. It's post time. Well, even if you didn't catch a piece of those long shots today, I hope that you had a great time here at the track on 2 and that you had fun playing online at home. We get to do it all again next Sunday afternoon at 2:15 for the start of our 3-day-a-week racing schedule through to the Labor Day weekend. Next weekend, we've got the finals and a couple of stakes, the Run or Pace, the inaugural, as well as the final of the inaugural Elizabeth Johnson Memorial Pace. Don't forget that pick 4 is carried over till next week, so the pool is going to be even bigger. And chances for you to win if you stay late tonight here at the track on 2 at our Racino. Food and drinks available till 11 o'clock tonight. Starting gate picks up speed in the nightcap at the track on 2. And here they come. They are off from the outside. Here comes Digging a Trench on the inside, Triple Action, and Chief Saratoga 3 across, heading into the turn. But with the advantage on the inside, Triple Action goes to the front. Now settling into second will be Chief Saratoga. And then it's back to List Placed now in third. Hung up on the outside with nowhere to go and looking for room is Digging a Trench. So the 2 Lance Ward's horses are up front early. Back into fifth is Lost Control. Opening quarter, 28-3. Moving up in sixth is True Crime. Following that one is Witch Hunter. And then it is back to Captain Mike Deo. They head down the backside, and it's Triple Action in front with the lead. Chief Saratoga is in second, then back in third, List Placed. Moving up in fourth is Digging a Trench. Fifth is Lost Control. And as they head down the backside, fifth is True Crime. Half mile reached in 57-2, so a brisk second quarter, and it's Triple Action now faced by List Placed, first up on the outside, and now pulling out to follow that cover is Digging a Trench. Back into fourth now is Chief Saratoga, and also moving up in fifth now is Lost Control. They round the turn, and Triple Action has the lead, but here comes List Placed from the outside now, putting ahead in front. They take him to the 3/4 in 1:25-2, and now on even terms. Triple Action on the inside. List Placed from the outside. From the far outside, here comes a move from True Crime. Coming down the stretch. Now with the advantage, it's List Placed in between horses. From the outside, here comes Lost Control. Lost Control now has them headed. Back on the inside is List Placed, but it's going to be Lost Control to win it. List Placed is second. Third was Triple Action. Close between True Crime and Digging a Trench. Photo finish to complete the Superfecta. They're home in 1:55-2. The unofficial winner, number 3, Lost Control. Second was number 9, List Placed. Third, number 1, Triple Action. And fourth, number 4, True Crime. Now returning to the winner's enclosure, the unofficial winner of the 8th and final at the track on 2. Number 3, Lost Control. Lost Control is a 5-year-old bay mare by Control the Moment. Out of That's No Lady by Presidential Ball. 3rd win in 10 starts this year, setting a new lifetime mark, 155-2. Lost Control is owned by Jody Loftus and Ray Henry. With his 2nd driving and training wins on the day, Brandon Campbell. 8th race is now official. The winner, number 3, Lost Control. 2nd, number 9, List Placed. 3rd, number 1, Triple Action. And 4th, number 4, True Crime. Here's your official rundown for the 8th race. Number 1, Triple Action was 3rd. Number 2, Chief Saratoga was 6th. Number 3, Lost Control, your race winner. Number 4, True Crime was 4th. Number 5, Agricola was 8th. Number 6, Witch Hunter was 7th. Number 7, Captain Mike Deo, 9th. Number 8, Digging a Trench was 5th. And number 9, List Placed, was 2nd. From the top down, 3, 6, 1, 4, 8, 7, 9, 5, and 2. The winning time, 155-2, is a new lifetime mark for number 3, Lost Control. Here are your prices for the 8th race. Number 3, Lost Control, paid $12.90, $6.90, and $4.20. Number 9, List Placed, paid $3.80 to place and $2.70 to show. And 3rd was number 1, Triple Action, paying $3.10 to show. $2 exact to $3.9, paid $44.80. The $1 trifecta, 3, 9, and 1, $60.55. 20-cent superfecta, 3, 9, 1, and 4, paid $159.17. $2 late daily double, 4 and 3, paid $154.80. And the pick 4 was not hit. The pick 4 did not get hit today. We'll be carrying over $1,400 into next Sunday's card. Will be added to the new wagers next Sunday here at the track on 2. So first post next Sunday is at 2:15. We want to thank you again for joining us for live harness racing. Next Sunday kicks off the start of our amazing 2-week run as Alberta's only live standardbred track right up to Labor Day. We'll race on Sunday afternoons, Wednesday evenings, and Saturday afternoons. Next Sunday will be the Elizabeth Johnson Memorial and Ron Orr Pace Stakes. First post next Sunday, 2:15 p.m. Don't forget that our casino is open until 11 o'clock tonight. Slot machines, VLTs, another way to win here at the track on 2. Check out our website to see everything going on here. It's thetracon2.com or on Instagram and Facebook. And you can follow my racing updates on X and Instagram. My handle is @AnnouncerKen. On behalf of the entire crew, I'm Ken G. Thank you and drive safely.